Hey guys, it's Ali. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my makeup. I got myself a little drink. I have my face completely clean and I'm going to start with my Rhode glazing milk. It's really hydrating and it makes my face really glowy. The next step after that is a primer. I don't know if primer is necessarily necessary, but there's no harm in it. I have this one from e.l.f. and I like it. Also, my hair keeps annoying me, so if it gets to a certain point, it may have to go up. In order to maintain my sanity, I might need it. Basically, you might be wondering, why do you sound like that? Why do you have a lisp all of a sudden? Well, one of the great joys of being a girl who had nice teeth growing up and then suddenly one of her adult teeth grew in crooked and another baby tooth wouldn't come out is that now I have to have braces in high school. Not only do I have to have top braces to fix the teeth that grew in late, but also I have to get bottom braces because that's just that's the whole thing apparently. And also, I have to get a retainer for the top of my mouth so that way my top teeth don't bite down on the bottom brackets and pop one off. The list was from the retainer. So I've just got a lot going on in this area. The next step is this foundation from Fit Me. Okay. Then what I do is I take my foundation brush. I just paint this all over my face. Now, it's really scary because this is not my shade whatsoever. It is so orange, which is not something I want to look like. You just really have to trust the process, and blending it down the neck is really going to help. As you can see, I did not put any on the under eye or like on the eyelid, but I did go down the neck and into the ears. If you don't have something that is your shade, it's important to blend it everywhere so that way once your makeup is finished, it's not gonna look like, oh, really dark and really white. I crease pretty badly under my eye just because I have a line, but if you do try to make it a little bit of a thinner layer of product, that will kind of help the creasing. And there's also another technique I learned from TikTok on how to fix your creasing even more, which I tried the first time recently and I loved it. What I'm going to do is take the concealer and just place it wherever I put concealer, which for me is under my eye and up a little bit. And then because the shade doesn't match, I will do it in a few more places. I'm going to use the same brush. Doing the concealer right here is also helping the eventual contouring and bronzing that we're going to do. I think what I'm going to do next is contour. So I use this one from e.l.f. It is the Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour. I don't think I would repurchase this one specifically. Disregard this situation. What I actually want to do is put it on the back of my hand and pick it up with my brush. I'm not rubbing, I'm packing. I want to go under my cheekbone, so I'm contouring on my cheekbone. I do have this little contour stick. I don't even know where it's from. It's very random. But I'm going to do a little bit of shading on my nose. I had to charge the camera batteries, so I had to take a little intermission. Hopefully I can finish the makeup and it stays charged. Hi guys, this is Editing Ali. My camera can be really annoying because it shuts off the filming without alerting me. I completely thought I was filming of me doing my blush, but I guess I wasn't. To give you the rundown, I used the e.l.f. blush in the shade Pinky Promise, and I did almost the exact same thing I did with the contour with the blush. I put it on the back of my hand. I used this brush. I just picked it up and then I kind of blended it and I packed it instead of rubbing, if that helps you. You want to keep it on the apples of your cheeks, and then if you would like, you can carry it up more, and I like to blend it a little on my eyelids just to carry that color all the way through. You want to blend into the contour. I don't have makeup on right now, but you want to blend into the contour, so I like to, you know, start in the apples and then kind of like blend downward just to get that like natural flow of color into your cheek. And then if you want, you can take the same brush you used for the contour and just like making sure that those colors are blended well, and it all just works really well together. Let's get back into the video. Now that I have the base products done, I'm going to be doing powder. I'm just going to use this Kabuki brush with this Milani bronzer and just blending that more onto my cheek. Because it's been so long since I put on the wet products and I haven't added powder, I have to do the whole like moving the product around again because things have settled a bit more. With my loose face powder, I'm going to do a light dusting here around my mouth, and then I'm going to take a brush and dust under my eyes and everywhere else that I want to be powdered. I will do a little bit of baking under the eye because when I do eyeshadow, and if I have any fallout, I like to have powder under my eye so it catches the eyeshadow and then I can brush it off. I think I'm going to do just a basic neutral look. I just really like neutral grays, but I think it gives like rock star. And that's just so cool to me because it's so foreign. Like, I'm not a rock star in any sense of the word, but it makes me feel that, so I can just like play pretend. That's why I love doing makeup, because it makes me feel like someone I'm not, and that can be really, really fun to just play dress up. And now that I have this really simple base, I'm going to do a glitter right here. I think the battery is going to die again soon. Here's the look. It's really messy, but honestly I like it like that. The next step is for me to curl my lashes and put on mascara. I'm using the telescopic mascara for this look. I think for my eyebrows I might use this, but we will see. The brows are really dark. I'm going to do one more spray of this just to melt everything in. I probably look way different. So these are the updates I made while the battery was charging again. I added a coat of this to my top and bottom lashes. It is False Lash Effect Mascara. I use this lip liner from LA Girl in the shade Blushing for my lip liner. And then I use this Mary Kay lip gloss in the shade Cream and Sugar. For the finishing touch, I really want to add some highlighter. I'm going to use this brush. I think it's an eyeshadow brush, but I like it for highlighter. I want to go in and use the white eyeshadow color that I used on my look. And I want to use that as well for highlighter because I really like white highlighter. One final spray. I use so much of that, I know. Sometimes with the eyeliner, you just have to accept that it's going to look a certain way and you can't do anything about it. This is the final look, everyone. I know the camera cut off at a certain point and I really don't know when it did. I'm really hoping it didn't cut off at a really awkward point and then I talked for like 10 minutes and it didn't catch any of that footage. Let me know if you use this tutorial. Love you.